Hello, everyone. Wendy's Zen here. Today is the 13th of April. I'm recording this a little bit earlier. As you can see, XRP has had a little bit of a movement upwards in the wee hours. It touched 224.5. I remember when I was looking at this, I was guessing around 226 or so would be this head and shoulders because we know there's a lot of selling pressure. It's just on the 4 hour RSI crossing over whatever. As we can see, the liquidity is being drained. It's just a lot of sell pressure. I wouldn't be surprised if going into this move down here, as we get lower and lower, there will be news events that just kind of cause the liquidity to spike, and then it'll just get taken away. It's nothing normal, or I'm sorry, it's nothing new, I should say. This was the day that President Trump announced that XRP will be included in the strategic reserve stockpile. Next day, just gets taken away. Ripple announced this lawsuit here. Next day gets taken away, and it's just the same old story over and over again. So nothing new, nothing new really. Um, Here we have Howard Lutnick. Um, he said phones, chips, and panels face new semiconductor tariffs in 1 to 2 months. So there's like a new tariff thing coming out, despite Trump's tech import exemption. Excuse me. Um, so take a listen.
Great for us. So what he's doing is he's saying they're exempt from the reciprocal tariffs, but they're included in the semiconductor tariffs, which are coming in probably a month or two. So these are coming soon. You shouldn't think this is really outside of it. Really think of it as being included in the semiconductor space, much like pharmaceuticals. These require special attention, and the president is on it.
So we got like new tariffs coming in. Could that be the quote unquote rationale for this thing to go lower? Is this what will help this head and shoulders play out these massive dips downward? A new tariff coming out might spook the markets, even though we're already getting warning of it. It's possible. And here's a post from Watcher Guru. Chinese President Xi Jinping says, quote, there are no winners in tariff wars. Going against the world will only lead to self-isolation, which I guess is true if you were going against the world. But here, just in 130 countries now negotiating new trade deals with the U.S., White House says. So is it really self-isolation, or is it just something going on with China? When we see now, they were saying, I think earlier this week or last week, 70 countries, 75. Now it's 130 countries. I think there's like 192 countries or something like that. Um, so now definitely way over half, getting closer to 3/4 or so. Um, Here's a post from Smoke Dog. This is from Wisdom Tree with talking about XRP. We know Wisdom Tree's connection. They want to do an ETF. I don't think it's theirs that has. Is it Wisdom Tree that has gone live? I can't remember right now. Wisdom Tree's February 2025 crypto basket rebalance keeps Mega Block and Walt aligned with market dynamics. No asset changes, but strategic weights have been adjusted to reflect shifting trends with all coins in parentheses led by XRP outpacing mega caps, yet carrying higher volatility. Our institutional grade approach ensures disciplined exposure to the evolving crypto landscape. So here we could see this is just sure it's one perspective from one ETF filer, but look at this, or the ETF. Yeah. So this is what they're thinking about XRP, and I believe there's like 18 of them. I'll have to pull up the list one day. Um, On to the next. Here we go. Here this comes in from the European Banking Authority. Again, another post from Smoke Dog. This came out on the 7th of April, so not too long ago. April 2025, the European Banking Authority confirms that new crypto asset framework is now fully implemented, right? The new crypto asset framework is now fully implemented. They were saying as of December 31st, 2024. How they have the MICA regulations, um, the transfer of funds and certain crypto asset regulation. So that Europe is ready to go. Europe is waiting patiently, just like everyone's been waiting patiently for years. These things take time. Again, in last night's video, I was talking about how uh, systems come and go. That was coming actually from Europe. Christine Lagarde was hosting the panel, and then it was a Harvard professor. And so we know where this system is gonna go. It's just gonna go on chain, right? This is what everyone's working on right now. The world seems to be very like not the world, because 99% of people don't understand. 99% of people don't do research like this. They're too busy looking at the memes on hashtag tariffs, hashtag XRP, whatever you name it. It's all just no one's actually talking about this stuff for the most part. No one's listening, I guess you could say, would be the more appropriate response. Here's another smoke post. A 2025 faster payment task force presentation identifies Ripple's and Stellar as a strategic fintech partners driving modernization of U.S. domestic payments. So this is from the Faster Payments Task Force, right here, the U.S. Faster Payments Task Force, and they're talking about the ISO 20022 adoption, right? We know XRP and XLM specifically, and a handful of other cryptos are ISO 20022 compliant. Scroll down here. Partner with fintechs and startups innovating in cross-border payments such as RippleNet and Stellar. Saying it right here. January 14, 2025. And we know if we go back, I'll have to find those one day, but Fed Now, they have their XRP payments, or they're looking at XRP too. There was one of the guys in Fed Now that was saying, I can't remember names, but I remember the clip, and he's going, I'm not saying Ripple, but you could have a blockchain like Ripple, everything on a ledger, you know. And here we see it play into fruition. So there's just more like a news update kind of stuff. I go over the charts a fair bit because I love chart analysis. It's been very interesting so far. But I mean, could this be like the black swan or something right here? Sorry, this one. Another set of tariffs, or in 1 or 2 months, is that when we could see this thing kind of bottoming out? We'll get to that point. I don't know. I'm looking for this price, potentially even lower, right? So just a quick little update video um on some things going on in the space. Thank you for watching, I guess.